We cannot meditate. जय श्री माता जी। हम सभी परम पूज्य श्री माता जी के श्री चरणों में प्रणाम करके अपनी कुंडलिनी उठाकर बंधन लेंगे। तीन महामंत्र और श्री गणेशा मंत्र।
सहस्रा माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गणेश साक्षात् श्री आदि शक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः।
इसी ध्यान की स्थिति में अब हम सभी परम पूज्य श्री माता जी की अमृत वाणी आत्मसात करेंगे।
Sorry, I don't know if anybody's watching. Please wind the carpets. Be careful. Please be seated. very joyous that all of us are here in Turkey to celebrate the Puja to Fatima. As you know about her that she was the daughter of Muhammad Saab and was married to Ali, and she had two children, Hassan and Hussein, who were ultimately killed in Karbala by the fanatics who were at that time called themselves Sunnis. All this happened because there were fanaticism, and the fanaticism that makes person thinks always that they are on the right, and they have every right to be angry, persuade, convince another party, another person. And these fanaticisms grew since long. It's not new. It is so obvious now that our main problem in this world is of fanaticism. Fatima lost her two children, and she was the embodiment of Grahalakshmi. She resides in our left arm. So for all the diseases that are connected with the spleen, all the problems that are connected with your left lung, Navi can be only corrected by Fatima. So you have to keep Fatima awakened within yourself. That we are here in the Islamic culture, let's say this is place of Islamic culture. And in the Islamic culture, a housewife was given a very, very important. At the time of Muhammad Sahib, there were struggles and fights and wars going on between different tribes. As a result, many young men were killed. Only quite old people survived, and also so many women. This is the reason why Hazrat Muhammad said that you can marry 4 wives, 5 wives, but you cannot allow them to remain unmarried, or they will have extramarital relationships. That will be the greatest fall for Islam, for that religion. So he understood that unless and until women are kept absolutely chaste, absolutely pure, there cannot be the kingdom of God. In Sanskrit there is a saying, Tatra Narya Pujante Tatra Ramante Devati. Meaning, where the women are respected, are worshipped, and they are worshipful. Not that they are to be worshipped, but they are respected. There only exists the kingdom of God. So much responsibility is on women. So from Fatima's life we have to know that she did not go out of her house, and she remained a housewife. And she made her 2 children grow up in such a manner that they had to fight a war against fanaticism. Her husband also was there. This is how a woman of a housewife is shown to be so powerful that though she is in the house, though she looks to be just a mother, but how powerful she is. But these days, a new type of ideas have come up. Men also have been very nasty and very aggressive with women. As a result, we find there's a big opposition to men. And a kind of a big rift has been created between men and women. Also the men, the way they started becoming licentious, perverted, going to bad women, the good women also thought, why not we also become like that? And they also started doing wrong things which they should not have done. That's how the whole society crumbled down. Now the men are responsible for the politics and the economics and also the nation as administrators. But women are responsible for the society. Whether she's in the house or she's outside, whether she's working in the house or outside, she is responsible for the maintenance of the society. And then it looks sometimes to a woman that she is dominated, that her husband dominates her, that the husband's family dominates her. But it's the quality of a woman that brings up the level of the society, not only the level, but also in the family, she is then respected. It's a very important role as a housewife. Perhaps we never realize it. Now we see so many lights here. The electricity is there running. But what is the source of this electricity? Is it not much more important than these lights? So men are nothing but, we can say, the kinetic energy. But what is the potential is the woman of the house. But these days it is becoming a very funny situation. I was surprised when I went to Italy also that how women have made themselves cheap. And they want to look attractive. To every man, what is it? It's a joyless pursuit into which men are going, and women are making themselves absolutely cheap. This cheapness of women is not going to give them any strength or joy. I know one feels very unhappy the way men treat them. But you must have your own personality. You must have your own understanding that you are a woman, you are Shakti. And nobody can suppress a Shakti. But if you do not keep to your own personality or to your chastity, then you cannot achieve your goal in life. And your goal in life is to give power to your son, to your husband, to all the society. The woman gives power. I am also a woman, as you know, and I also have a family. With all the powers that I have, I never showed them that I had all these powers. I always listened to my husband, obeyed him, though sometimes he was very unreasonable also. And he also came from a society which was more Islamic oriented. But it was just a joke for him. Because I thought he's just like a child. And I have to be very patient. He always says that because of my powers he earned everything in life. Always, in the presence of everyone he says. I don't know that part. But definitely I feel very satisfied with my own married life. I never think the way other people think, that we must try to dominate the husband, we must fight him, we must have a right to do this. Our right is within ourselves, within our powers. Also the men must realize that they have to respect her. I mean, not to such an extent that she tells you to do something wrong, you just get lost with this. That's not it. That's slavishness. Men have to be men. It in no way means the women are dominated by men. I never felt that. Because if you have your own powers, ultimately whatever may be the husband, he'll have to come and understand what you want. You have to know what you want. I've seen it many times in my own lifetime that it has done that way. I would never say anything. Suppose he gets angry, I would keep quiet. Alright? After all, he has to fight outside and he has to take up temper on people. If he does this to others, they will beat him, so it's better he takes out temper on me. And I never felt that way, that he's dominating me. Only I thought he's taking out his temper. But I've seen that whenever I said something to him, he thought of it. In his lifetime I've taken 11 decisions. And all his decisions, he still remembers one by one and knows that it was very, very important. Other things I never tell him what to do. Whatever was most important is the principle. Now, he also realized that I have a very important mission. So he gave me money, he gave me time, gave me all freedom. But first I had to establish myself as a very sensible, devoted wife. The men as a whole are very different type, you must understand. They are extroverts, and whatever the women care too much for, they do not. It's all right. Because women and men are complementary. Like Ali was there outside working everything out. Why Fatima be in the house, home, who never went out? But he knew his source of energy, from where it was coming. Because women were never respected as Shakti, they started getting drifted into these Western modern ideas that we have to fight men, they are problematic, they are troubling us, and we should take revenge. That's how society cannot work out. Responsibility of the women is much greater than that of men. Men have to just go to offices, work it out something, come back. Women have to lifelong generate the energy for the growth of the children, the protection of the husband, for all the sensible things that she has to do. That's why in India we say a woman is to be absolutely respected. And she has to be respected. Moreover, it is not only in India, I have seen it all over, that women are always respected if they are housewives. For example, I go with my husband to some function. I am respected as much as he is respected. For example, his deputy will be respected as I am respected. His secretary won't be respected. No one. I, as his wife, is respected the same way because I am his wife. Nobody looks down upon me because I am somebody's wife. It's all over it is like this. I'll give you a case of a lady I knew. She used to think she's a very smart person, always looked after her body and just be thin and all that, and she wanted to attract all the men and all kinds of things. She would wear, jeans and quite old lady. And her husband was a big man, he was the chief cabinet secretary, very senior to us. So one day we were all invited for a dinner. So she was not there. So many asked them, so many people, where is your wife, where is your wife? So I don't know where she was to come here. I was also thinking, where is she gone? Because there was a seat for her, a special seat. So before sitting for the dinner, I went into the bathroom. And there poor thing was sitting on one corner. I said, why are you sitting here? So she said, they made me sit here, I don't know what to do. So I brought her out, I said, why did you make her sit there? And she was thinking she was very smart, she's done her hair nicely, she was an actress. Oh, is she the wife? I said, yes, sir. Oh my God, you thought she's the secretary? How could she be? She has no dignity of her own, the way she was dressed, stupidly. How can we believe that she is the wife? She has no dignity as a wife of an Indian gentleman, so highly placed, and poor thing was sitting there for half an hour, smoking. They couldn't believe. Then they asked her, are you sure she's his wife? I mean, she came to the table, nobody bought up for her. And they still thought all the rest. She's the secretary who has come. And we had to tell her that's his wife. She was thinking she's a smart young lady, at that old age behaving stupidly. So even in the West, a woman is respected if she's a good husband. Anywhere, she is respected. I was surprised also that I knew somebody very highly placed, a minister in the cabinet of England, and he was supposed to be little wayward, and nobody would take notice of him. Nobody would. They wouldn't look at him. I was not so good at the scandals that they had in the whole diplomatic circles. But they said, why don't you talk to this man? No, not worth it. Why? See, he's horrible. He is not a good man. I said, but why? What has he done? He's a flirt. And he is looking at other women, and he's doing all kinds of things, and they told stories about him. Such a big man like a minister. Why is he behaving like this? Like a stupid donkey is going around, nobody would shake hands with him. Even men would not look at him. Now, of course, a new society is forming of all these stupid people. That's different. But one certainly who will visit these places will be amazed how stupid they are. They can make it up. All of them catch on their left arm, whether they are women or men. It's more dangerous for men if they have a white light. Now the left arm, if it catches, what happens? What diseases you have? The first and foremost is blood cancer. With the left arm, you can get blood cancer. Women think they can dominate their husband, they can do this to their husband, they can put them right, but they don't know they are causing a serious disease like blood cancer. I know of somebody who was suffering from blood cancer, we cured him, and then we discovered his left arm was still bad. Again and again he was getting relapsed. Then we found out it was his fault. So such a dangerous woman, what? He wouldn't leave. So I told him, I will not meet you again if you live with that woman. Better throw her out or you send her somewhere else. But if you are going to live with this woman, I'm not going to. He also called her, and I told her on her face that you are a very dominating, horrible Shri woman. And if you try to torture your husband, he cannot be killed. But he went on. And then the end result was horrible, horrible, horrible. He developed a big spleen like that, the whole thing was taken out, and doctors told that within 6 months you'll be finished. So on both the cases, I would say, the wife trying to dominate the husband, and husband getting attached to that wife's. His recent case, I'm telling you. Now we are husband and wife because we love each other. We are complementary. Woman is a woman, man is a man. Men should not expect women to be like you, very fast, and women should not expect men to be like you, very, should say, noble. There are qualities of a woman and the qualities of a man. But the greatest power of a woman is her chastity. If her chastity is disturbed, then she is a dangerous person, very dangerous. She can not only harm her husband, but also her children, her society. We come from a culture which is very akin to Islamic culture also. Indian culture is like that. In the Indian culture, women respect their chastity more than anything in this world. They can give up everything, but not their chastity. And once, there's a story I must tell you very interesting about a very beautiful woman called Padmini. She was the wife of a king. And there was a horrible Muslim king who wanted to see this woman because he heard she was very. See, this was a funny thing. And he came to that kingdom and he said, I must look at this lady, otherwise I'll destroy the whole thing. Now people said, this can't do, she's our queen. You can't see our queen like that. She just thought, alright, he need not see me, but he might see my reflection. So, she stood before a mirror and he saw her reflection. Then he became even more mad. And he said, I must have this woman. If you don't give her to me, then I'll destroy all of you. Imagine a king doing all this nonsense for a woman. Shows what a useless fellow he was. So he brought all his army, everything, and settled down near the fort where these people were, and sent a message that if you don't send this lady to me, then I'm going to attack. They are not prepared. They didn't know what to do. So they said that let us go and fight. We cannot allow our queen to be given to them. It's a question of our prestige. They took 100 palanquin. You understand palanquin? Yes. They took 100 palanquin, and in those 100 palanquin there were 4 warriors sitting with their arms and ammunition. And there were 2 who were carrying them. And they said, alright, the queen is coming with 100 maids. The Muslims that time, where the Muslim king was having his drinks and things, very happy that the queen is going to come. So these people went there and came out of their palanquins and started fighting. They had told these women that in case we win, by 5 o'clock in the morning, we'll lit a fire, and you will see the fire, and you know that we have won the case. But if we do not win, then you should know for definite that we have not won the battle. There were only, say, 400 people or 600 people, and thousands were with this man, and he had guns and cannons and everything. So they started fighting. In that fight, that Muslim king won because he had so much of power. And most of these people died, even the king was killed. There was no fire lit at 5 o'clock. So these women saw there's no fire lit. So they made a huge big platform of fire. They climbed onto the fire and lit the fire, and they all died. 3,000 women died because they didn't want other men to touch them. Any other man coming and touching them is their chastity is finished. There are many, many stories of this kind in India. So how they respected their chastity? It's easy to fall to some sort of another temptation. But if this is your power, why should you submit yourself to something which is so useless? In Sahaja we have to realize that. Men also must know that if their wives are so chaste and so good, they must respect them. They should also realize that they have also Rakhi sisters, which is that we are very chaste. We respect the chastity of our Rakhi sister. And we do not want to in any way comply with anyone who does not respect the chastity. Then the men also become chaste. When the women are chaste, men also become chaste. And this chastity is your main power. This chastity is the power of Shri Ganesha. And when you get this Shri Ganesha's power, you know how powerful you become with the innocence that is awakened. So without the chastity, the women cannot achieve anything in such a way. One has to give up all the past ideas, all the past things. And also the way there is bombardment from the newspapers, from the media, from everywhere. Recently I read a beautiful book, so big as that, has come out, that media versus America. In that they have said that how this media has put ideas into the heads of women and men, decrying the utility of married life. How they have killed the man. They marry, then divorce, then marry, then divorce. Something goes on all the time. Inside yoga, of course, is not that bad. We had 86 weddings this time. 86. Out of which one was about to fizzle out. That also is established. Inside yoga is much better. People understand the importance of life. It's a drama, but also it is tapas. It is a tapasya with which you understand your own powers. I would say a man is like the sun, but the woman is like the mother earth. The difference is like that the sun shines with light, it gives also nourishment to the mother earth in a way. And the mother earth gives everything. She bears so much of things. She bears all our sins. So a housewife is like the mother earth. She gives joy to everyone, to her husband, to her children. She doesn't think about herself. She doesn't think how I could achieve great things through my beauty, maybe through my body, through my education, through my powers that I have. No, she doesn't. What she thinks, how I can make others powerful. How I can make them powerful. How I can help them. This is the typical ideology of a woman. If it is not so, then she is not a woman. I mean, she feels, if somebody says, I want to come to your house for dinner, but she feels very happy. Oh, I'll come. And now what should I cook? What should I do? This is a woman's attitude. Once we had a group of people, about 25 of them had come to see me. I was sitting with them in an open space, and then I sent word to my daughter that they are here and might be late, so better prepare dinner for them. After the thing, I said, dinner is for you, let's go. They said, how? I said, no, no. She was so overjoyed by that. She had prepared all kinds of things. Our friends also came to her. And they were surprised, all these foreigners, that how, mother, she's so happy about it. If I tell my wife, that the beginning of Sadhana, that even 3 persons are coming for dinner, she'll go round and round and round. What? And she'll grudge and grumble, and she'll show all her temple when the people come. It's quite surprising. In Sahaja Yoga, that's how we live. We want to give love. And men have to appreciate that love and enjoy that. Whether you are a brother, or a husband, or a son, anyway, the woman's love is for you. And she gives you that love that makes you absolutely not only joyous, but also religious. Because it's a relative. If a woman starts misbehaving, that's the worst for the society. Men also start misbehaving. Men as it is are extroverts. So to control them, put them as householders, the women must know how to keep them. It's not easy to run a house. It's not easy to run your family. It's not easy to look after the children. Very difficult. And those who have those qualities are the best women, and they really achieve. I mean, you can think of your mothers, how much they love you. All the men love you. Why? Why do you think of your mother so much? Because she sacrificed everything, but without showing that she was sacrificing. She did so much for you, so you. Woman's potential to love is tremendous. Tremendous. And this is what we have to learn from Fatima. She gave her 2 children to be killed. She knew because she was, after all, Vishnumaya. She was the incarnation of Vishnumaya. She knew her children would be killed, but still she sent her children. All right, doesn't matter. Even if I know that they are going to die, it's all right. Such bravery, such courage, such understanding of the duty of her children. Today we remember them as Hassan and Hussein. Supposing she had said, no, don't go for the war, stay at home. And if she had forced them not to, then they would not have gone. We would not have talked about them today. In any case, they would have been dead sometime. But the death of a hero they got because of their mother. Of course, they were also a kind of incarnations. But the way she gave them absolutely complete encouragement, go and fight for the right thing. Because these fundamentalists were trying to bring their fanaticism. So today is a day I have to tell men also that you must learn to respect a woman who is chaste. Please understand, if your wife is a chaste woman, then you have no right in no way to drop her. Not that she should be respected, but you should see that everyone respects her. Nobody insults her. You should stand by her, should be identified. But if she is not a chaste woman, and if she is that kind, better keep out. I do not have that much courage to say that all right, go ahead with that and I'll look after it. It's very difficult. I don't know what complications might be. With all these experiences, one learns one thing for different, that woman is much more evolved. She has much more powers. She is much more wiser than other people are if she keeps to her chastity. That's the point on which all her movement rotates, all her personality rotates. She may be anything. We had women, like there was a lady who was only 17 years of age and she became a widow. Widowship at the age of 17. And she fought a very horrible king called as Aurangzeb, and she sought replacement. Her name was Tarabai. We have women in India of different characters in a way, fighting in different ways. But they were first and foremost their housewives. All their powers were there as housewives. So do not look down upon a housewife. When I am traveling in the plane, they ask me whether what is your profession? Housewife. My profession is housewife. And a housewife of a very big part. Looking after my children, I'm loving that, they love me. And this profession is the best, I think, because it is so joyful. It's so beautiful. This love is so energy giving. At this age also, I never feel my age because I am the mother of so many of them. And it never comes to my head that I am old now and I must do this and I must take rest and I must not do this work or that. Because this feeling of love for my children, I have to nourish them, I have to look after them, because all my powers I have to give. I never try to show off my powers to in any way. It's only you who should imbibe all my powers. That's the only desire I have, that you should be as powerful as myself. Of course, you discover it that I have powers, that's different. But as far as I am concerned, I want that you should forget as to what powers I have, but you should yourself have all these powers within yourself so that you can save the world. That's the only thing I want to give you. And I want to assure you that you all can have everything that I have. Only thing, if you understand, simple thing in life, that we have to be righteous. We cannot play about. We cannot misbehave. Nowadays, so many things are coming up, things that men are doing and women are doing. We are not. In the evolutionary process, as we may say that there were some monkeys, chimpanzees, that became human beings. But no, in between there were some other human beings that came in which vanished. So, very few people will become servants, who will be saved. All the rest will be not there. They were neither monkeys nor human beings finished. These are all self-destroying things which kills the family, which kills the chastity within us, and then we are left high ground. We are nowhere. We have diseases, we have troubles, we have problems. So be careful. Very careful. And this special puja for Fatima is puja to Vishnu Maya. Also the guilt that works on the negligence can be cured if you develop your chastity. You will never feel guilty because that's such a virtue you have. That virtue you will never feel guilty. And you can stand up to any nonsense because you are standing on the truth of chastity. Today is a special day, I would say, where we are worshipping this great ideal of chastity. That is Fatima. May God bless.
अब हम सब परम पूज्य श्री माता जी की आरती करेंगे।
सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जग में संकट कारण कितने लिए अवतार माँ, कितने लिए अवतार। विश्व में तेरी महिमा, विश्व में तेरी महिमा। तू गंगा यमुना महुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जो भी शरण में आया सुख ही मिला उसको माँ, सुख ही मिला उसको। बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, लौट के ना जाना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। मानव में अवतर के कर दिया उजियारा, माँ कर दिया उजियारा। कलयुग में माया है, कलयुग में माया है, फिर भी पहचाना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। संत जनों की धरती है भारत माता, माँ है भारत माता। इस धरती पर आकर, इस धरती पर आकर, दुख से दूर करना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जब दिल में आए तब मधुर संगीत सुन लो, माँ मधुर संगीत सुन लो। होए सके जो सेवा, होए सके जो सेवा, हमसे करा लेना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कलकी साक्षात् श्री आदि शक्ति माता की श्री निर्मला नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कलकी साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माता नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। बोलो श्री आदि शक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी की जय।